On today's show, Rachel and her daughter Katrina Chase open up about their heartfelt journey through Katrina's childhood cancer. Stirewalt, counselor at Camp Horizon, talks about how the organization helps kids with cancer and their families facing difficult challenges. And don't forget our Purple Paws Pet of the Week. She's all dressed up and ready to dance her way into your heart. So kick back with a warm cup of coffee and a big fat chocolate donut. Good morning, Murfreesboro, for Friday, September 12th, 2025 begins now.
Good morning, Murfreesboro. I'm Lance Chandler.
And I'm Rachel Albertson. Thank you for joining us for another week where we talk about what makes Murfreesboro shine.
Yeah, and well, you were in the Sunshine State and left us here, so.
I did, and I just want to report, I went to the beach 0 times. I did go to the pool, got some work done, that kind of stuff. It was great.
I'm less jealous now. Okay.
Yeah, I saw
I'm
some cool cover bands and ate some really good food. And
what part of Florida were you in again?
Boca.
Boca, I don't even know where
Boca
that's at.
Raton, near Miami.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Boca. Yeah, it rained a lot, so I did less than I would have normally.
I could be wrong, but I think it's Florida's rainy season right now, so it's kind of a time to go. We're getting into hurricane season. I guess we're in hurricane season.
I get a free Florida vacation. All I have to do is cat sit. Just scoop the box.
Tell me when and where.
Yeah, I know. It's a great thing that I have. So how's the baby?
He is doing really well. We're getting a little more sleep now. He's more alert and all the things, but still cute, still fuzzy. Still fuzzy, top of his head. He's a little fuzzy thing.
He's so cute.
Our Australian Shepherd, he's like, when's he going home? Does he stay here? And then our Jack Russell's like, that's my baby. You leave him alone. So that's how it ended up with. So the Australian Shepherd's like, he's really babied, so he's a little like jealous right now. Yeah. Like he's not like bad. He's just like, is he going somewhere else so you can hold me instead of him?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So it's not too bad. It's not too bad. We're doing okay. We're doing good.
All right. Well, I heard you ate some good food recently here.
Oh, I did, yes. And I got some pictures of that Neil's going to put up here in a second. But I got invited to go to 𝗪𝗏𝗁𝗍's little private event that they did. And that was really amazing. If you're not familiar with that, where that's at, it's like Clary Park area where they're building all the new stuff, where in and out's going and all that fun stuff.
If it's on my GPS, I can find it.
There you go. So just put 𝗪𝗏𝗁𝗍 in your GPS. They have amazing ice cream. They had a really good sandwich. The fries, you like a crinkle fry. Sometimes you get crinkle fries and they're mushy. Not theirs. They're crispy. I don't know what they do. But it was really good. We have some great pictures. I have a picture of Miles wearing a hat.
Nice.
that they gave us. The 𝗪𝗏𝗁𝗍 hat. He was just chilling there. He was sleeping. He didn't even know he was there the whole time. But yeah, great event, great food. So if you want a little taste of Chicago sandwich style, also fun fact, and I didn't know this until I was there. It's a pretty big Chicago chain. Like it's located there, like only until now. Murfreesboro is their first location outside of Chicago. So the only other place you can go right now, they're building some other locations in Middle Tennessee, but the only place you can go in Middle Tennessee is Murfreesboro to get that Chicago style sandwich from them. So fun fact.
Yes, tomorrow, and we've had some people on from the Travis Manion Foundation, but tomorrow is their run, the 9/11 Travis Manion run. I'll be there, 6 a.m. They do still need some people. I know, I'll be like, coffee. They still need some traffic people, so if you ever dreamed that you were a police officer directing traffic at an event, this is your opportunity to do it.
Yeah, and one thing I do want to bring up, and we talk about what makes Murfreesboro shine, but sometimes things just don't shine in the world that we live in. And sadly, on Wednesday, Charlie Kirk was assassinated.
I was so shocked
at the University of Utah, and just devastating. Whether you believe in his views or agree with him, really, in the big grand scheme of things, doesn't really matter, guys, because ultimately he was a husband. He was a father, he was a son to somebody, and just a human being.
Right.
And nobody should have their life taken for having an opinion.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
Well, we send some prayers out to their family and hope that, they can be uplifted during this hard time. I mean, death is one of those things that affects everybody, but it's tough when it's early.
It is. But we just want to say that right there, that he is in our thoughts and prayers with his family. And we're going to move on to something a little lighter now, guys.
All right. You got a joke for me, Leon?
I do. I'm going to break the sadness here a little bit. I do have a little jokes. This morning, Siri said, "Don't call me Shirley." I accidentally left it in airplane mode.
Oh, yeah. No, I got it. Took me a minute.
I saw the wheels turning.
Yeah, there was like.
I could see it in your eyes, and she was like,
puffing out.
"Yeah, don't call me Shirley."
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
So-
I'm old enough to get
say-
that reference.
Yeah, our older audience, they'll be like, "Got it."
Well, welcome to Murfreesboro on the South. We have a lot of people moving here from other states, cough, cough, Californians. I'm one originally, so I am calling all of us out. But we want you to be able to know what your neighbors are saying, and sometimes we don't always understand the lingo. So our phrase of the week is, looks like 10 miles of bad road, which
Yeah.
I hadn't heard that.
I've not heard that one either.
Yeah, but that means they're ugly.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Not an attractive person.
Nobody wants that to be said
Nope.
about them.
Nope.
It's like 10 miles of bad road up ahead.
Yeah, bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
And the word?
Yonder.
Over yonder.
Over yonder. My papa uses that. That's right, papa. That's another southern
Yeah.
word for you. My papa uses that. Over yonder. It's back yonder. It's over there.
I was asking my niece about some words, and she brought, so here's your shout out, Lexi. Thank you for yonder.
That's a good one. It's a good one. It's a very common one around here. It means it's over. It's a pretty good ways away, but it's a walking distance still. You
Yes.
know,
Yeah.
if it's further than that, it can't be yonder. Yonder is like a couple football fields.
Walkable. All right. We're going to move on to national events.
Oh yeah. So coming this weekend or today is National Video Game Day.
I was alive when they came out.
I guess I came along about the time that they got more advanced from Atari.
Right.
So you
Oregon
didn't have to
Trail.
Yeah, Oregon Trail. I remember I was on the Windows 95 with Oregon Trail all the time.
That's awesome. Tomorrow is National Chocolate Day.
Nope. We got something special for National Chocolate Day, don't we?
Do we? Is
do.
it for Chocolate Day?
It is for Chocolate Day.
Okay, I'm
It
so
is for Chocolate
confused.
Day.
Thank you, Neil.
You got to read the memos. Chocolate Day, chocolate donuts from Doco.
Doco.
Donut Country.
Donut Country.
You got to have them. Delicious.
I definitely recommend
That one's really good. Hang on, let me finish it. Hang on, guys. That'll be a minute. My hands are all sticky now.
I'll go ahead for you. So it's National Hug Your Boss Day,
Where's Rachel? Oh,
and
hang
then
on.
proceed directly to HR.
Wow.
And Sunday is National Cream-Filled Donut Day. I guess I could have got some different kinds.
Yeah, we should have just got the whole dozen, right?
Yeah.
And then Monday is National Dare Day.
There's a joke of people my age. Like, we really thought we were going to be offered more drugs in high school for free, and it just didn't happen.
Wow. Dang.
All the DARE program. Like,
That is
everybody
true, though.
talked about it.
Yeah, and just so we're clear, this is not like Truth or Dare. This is Dare Drug Awareness.
They
Everybody,
have shirts and
everyone
everything.
at 5th or 6th grade, usually I think you go through that program somewhere in there. I remember going through it. They had like a little lion with a Dare shirt that got passed around,
No free drugs.
Yeah, so
right.
don't do drugs.
Tuesday is World Barber Day.
Oh, got a shout out. You know what I mean? I need to get a fresh cut though. Tanner over at Wood Viking, man. He's the guy.
He's the guy.
So if you were wondering, and then on Wednesday, Constitution Day.
It's an important one. Also, International Country Music Day, which is a big deal here.
I like that day. Yeah, Music City, USA, International Country Music Day. And one of my favorite food, actually probably is my favorite food, Thursday is National Cheeseburger Day.
I had a great cheeseburger at a place I think called Lazy Dog.
Lazy Dog?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Let me tell you, if you're looking for a good spot here in Murfreesboro, and arguably Buster Burgers.
Yeah, they do have
Buster Burger
delicious
Palace.
burgers.
Fun story. My mom, when she was pregnant, that's all she craved. And like now,
That's why you like them.
Yeah, that's my favorite food. I don't know how that works, guys, but it worked.
It's also U.S. Air Force Day, so we'd like to thank all of our servicemen and women that were in the Air Force, including a lot of my family.
Yeah, and Neil's grandson.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
On this day, September 13th, in 1857, Milton Hershey was born, the man who gave us the mass-produced chocolate bars and changed the world of sweets forever. Additionally, we fast forward to 1963. On that same day, Mary Kay Ash launched her cosmetic business. So the connection is Milton gave us chocolate, Mary Kay gave us, skincare and cover-up products. So balance is restored. And we had 𝗪𝗲𝗄𝗧 on here, who is one of the national directors for Mary Kay.
Yeah, fun fact too. I've been to the Hershey Park. I don't know if you've ever been there
Nope,
before.
not yet.
A lot of fun. Had a ride. I took a water ride right before we left. Had to ride a freezing cold bus all the way back to the hotel. It was a lot of fun. And
Less than
everybody
ideal.
Was so cold.
Yeah.
All right, we got some celebrity birthdays to talk about, so we don't want to leave those out. Today is Jennifer Hudson's birthday, 44. I got to go to a Jennifer Hudson concert one time. It was great. Jennifer Hudson, Robin Thicke, a lot of fun.
Wow. It's also 𝗪𝗲𝗄𝗧, ballerina, turns 32.
Yeah. And then tomorrow, actor, producer Tyler Perry turns 56. Medea.
Okay. I was like trying to think. On Monday, Prince Harry is 41.
Wow. And then Tommy Lee Jones, 79. And he's still acting.
79.
And Tommy Lee Jones is a cool dude.
Yeah. Tuesday, the Outer Banks star Chase Stokes is 33.
Yeah. I didn't know who that was. I'm guilty. I have not watched Outer Banks.
Me either. I don't watch a lot of TV.
And then 3-time Super Bowl champion Patrick Mahomes is 30. That's my nephew's favorite.
So that's
player.
a red team, red and white.
Yeah. Kansas City.
Yeah, I was
There
getting
you go.
there. I was getting there. I swear I was.
She's like, I can just picture it in my mind.
Yeah. There might be a famous couple people there. And on Thursday, Jason Sudeikis, a.k.a. Ted Lasso, turns 50.
Yeah, I love him. He's a funny dude.
That was fun.
And we also have to thank our sponsors. We have Superior Overhead Doors. If fall time's coming up, good time to get your garage door tuned up a little bit, have it checked for safety. Last thing you want is winter time to come and your garage door to freeze. You hit that button and the spring breaks and then you're in a mess.
A big mess.
Yep.
Also, Valley Growers.
Yep, and InfoRules Social Media.
615 Insurance.
Achieve Entrepreneur Center.
And Hemispheres Wine Bar, where we are. So here's the deal, guys. If you can't find anything to do this weekend, you are not looking hard enough and you're definitely not watching our show. Do you have lunch plans? Well, you do now. You can head on over to Liberty Station from 9:30 to 1:30 for this month's Recipe of Hope with Chef Judith Parrott, and she's grilling up comfort with a kick. We're talking jalapeno or jalapena for Jody. Pimento grilled cheese made with creamy homemade pimento cheese, a dash of jalapeno sauce, and Judith's fresh baked bread. It's the sandwich you didn't know you needed today, which yeah. The best part, every bite helps fuel Liberty Station's mission of hope and opportunity. So come hungry and eat with purpose.
I know, sounds great. I'll bring my Pepsids.
Yeah. Tonight's the night, Murfreesboro. Head downtown after 5. It's your chance to shop local, dine deliciously, and enjoy the live entertainment in the heart of the city. So from 5 to 8, you can stroll around the square, check out all the boutiques, grab some dinner, and soak up the vibe that makes Murfreesboro so special.
Always a fun event.
Yeah, and there's a scavenger hunt hosted by Main Street Murfreesboro and Wild Goose Chase.
Fun.
Yeah, shout out to Missy Lay, who's been on here as well. It's $5 per person or $20 for a team of 5 with fun challenges that will have you snapping pics, visiting shops, and discovering hidden gems. Come see why downtown Murfreesboro is a place to be.
They've done that scavenger hunt before, and you see all these little kids with their sheets, and they're just running all over the square everywhere. It's a lot of fun, guys.
Go tire those kids out and then bring them home and put them to
Take
bed.
them home.
All right. Well, tomorrow it's all about rolling out the blue carpet at MTSU. From 9 to 2, high schoolers, transfer students, and their families are invited to experience what it means to be true blue at MTSU's premier campus preview event. You can meet university leaders, explore academic programs, get the scoop on financial aid and scholarships, even apply free on site. So whether you're dreaming big or just starting to explore, the True Blue Preview is your all-access pass to life as a Blue Raider. Were you a Blue Raider?
I was for a little bit. I didn't graduate from there, but I did like 3 years there, and then I switched and went to a different college. But
I have 2 kids that...
I've got the blisters on my feet to be a true blue. Let me tell you, find you a parking spot, on South Rutherford, and then walk to Middle Tennessee Boulevard to your class.
It's a trek. Also tomorrow, it's time to roll up those sleeves, Murfreesboro. From 9 to noon, head on over to the Reeves Sane Drugstore for a drive-through flu shot clinic. Vaccines are available for anyone age 8 and up. And if you have insurance, bring your insurance card. But if you don't, it's just $41. It's quick, easy, and a great way to keep your whole crew healthy this season. Finally, are you looking to boost your babysitting skills? This Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., the American Red Cross is hosting an in-person babysitters training course, and it's the perfect hands-on class for future sitters. Participants will learn everything from child development and basic care routines to emergency response, all through interactive lessons, role-playing, and real-time feedback from expert instructors. They will gain confidence, practice safety skills, and walk away with a Red Cross babysitting certification, which is great for resumes and reassuring parents. If you're ready to be a go-to babysitter, this is a training to have.
Well, if you're looking for events like this, or if you just don't remember what we just talked about because we threw a lot at you at once, you can make sure that you go back and check our links below. It'll have in our description, it will have all the links to these events. So stick around. We'll be right back after this message.
Your garage door does more than open and close. It's your home's biggest entrance, and sometimes its weakest link. Outdated tech, worn-out parts, or missed maintenance, that's a recipe for accidents and unwanted visitors. Superior Overhead Doors Safety Tune-Up checks it all. Sensors, locks, structural integrity, and much, much more. We keep your door secure and your family safe. Don't wait for a scare. Stay safe. Get Superior.
Well, welcome back. We are going to talk about September, which is National Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. So we go gold in September, which leads us to the first of 2 of our cancer survivor guests today, which we're very excited. So our first one we have here, Katrina Chase. I always want to say Katrina Albertson, but it's Katrina Chase. Welcome.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Got the the resemblance going on. We're twinning over here today,
Especially
guys.
the voices.
The voices. And we got to keep it down though. You can't I know how you two are. So,
We get
so
loud.
we're here for a reason, guys.
That's right. That's right. Well, as we talk about childhood cancer awareness, you are here because you are a survivor. So why don't you do a brief synopsis? What you have,
Sure.
all that stuff.
I'll do the inferior synopsis because yours is always much better. But I had acute lymphoblastic leukemia. I was diagnosed when I was just over 2. I was in treatment for 2.5 years, and I'm good now.
You are considered cured.
Yes.
Yes. It's fantastic.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a blessing.
Yes.
Children go through that, and as you know, some don't always have the same experience as that.
Right.
Without being too
Right.
doom and gloom, but we're glad that you are a survivor.
Thank you.
And so I have a question. What do you look for in situations like this? You're a parent.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a child that you're worried about, concerned about, like first signs, things like that, or
No.
how did you know?
So I will tell you this. You can't second guess the diagnosis or you make yourself crazy. You can't say, I should have known. So we had quite a long journey for her to be diagnosed. So her birthday was in June. Over the summer, she started complaining when she went down the slide that her ankles hurt. And then there was a weekend in August and she woke up and she had big purple splotches on her ankles. I brought her to the emergency room. They did a bunch of testing, but not blood testing, and said she was fine and sent us home. Then a couple days later, a pediatric orthopedic surgeon called and said, hey, we want to see her. So then I brought her there and they said, oh, her limp is just developmental. It'll go away. And then she got like the flu or whatever. And I had switched pediatricians because we moved. And he said, the usual, you give them Tylenol and ibuprofen. And if they still have a fever in a week, bring them back. And he had asked at that time, gosh, she's really pale. And I said, I did a really good job this summer on sunscreen. Like I was all proud of myself that she hadn't got sunburned because I was an infant. She did. So fast forward a week later, she had a doctor's appointment that afternoon. And my other daughter, Marissa, was getting ready to go to afternoon kindergarten. And I pulled up the back of Katrina's hair while I was brushing it because she cried out. And there was a lump on the back of her neck. So then I thought, oh my God, she has meningitis. So I called the pediatrician's office and I'm like, hey, listen, I got an appointment this afternoon. I think my kid has meningitis. She has this lump. And they're like, shouldn't have meningitis. It's not going around right now. And I was like, well, listen, can I come early? And they said, well, the doctor goes to lunch right at noon, so hurry. So we drove by and picked up Katrina's dad and went there, and basically it was an infection in her lymph node, because you have lymph nodes all over inside your body. So it wasn't going away. They ended up asking, would you like to do oral medication or IV medication? And she was a little bit of a stink butt about taking meds.
Still am.
Yeah. So I was like, I just didn't really feel good about it. And I was like, we can get some fluids in her. So we went to a hospital. We lived in California at the time. They all knew in the pediatric center that something was very wrong. We did not. Took a little while to stick her because she was dehydrated and has some crazy veins. But then that evening we were sitting there. She refused to sleep in the little crib in the hospital. So I was also pregnant at the time. So I was sleeping in the cage, and she was on the pull-out bed, and the doctor came in and he turned on the light and he said, Mr. and Mrs. Albertson, your daughter has cancer. Or actually, I'm sorry, I take that back. She was one of 3 things. And then he sat down. He said the first one is cancer. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's not that. What else could it be? And honestly, now I don't remember the other 2 because it ended up being cancer. So then the next day, we went by ambulance to a hospital in downtown San Francisco. They said, you'll be here 7 days, and then you'll go home and you'll do outpatient treatment. So about 20-something days later, we went home for about 10 hours, and then we went back. And so overall, she had over 30 days because she had some issues. But we are grateful that she's here. How much do you remember?
None of it.
None of it, which is a blessing.
Well, tell us a little bit about the type of cancer that you had. Like what exactly is it?
Leukemia is a blood cancer. It is the most common cancer in pediatric patients. It's also the most survivable, if I remember correctly. Yeah. It's all over your body. So a lot of cancers, well, I mean, every cancer is different, but normally people think of cancer, they think of a tumor. Oh, you get it taken out, you get some chemo, you're good. But with leukemia, it's a blood cancer, so it's literally all over your body all the time. So you have to kill all of the bad cells, and in killing the bad cells, you kill a lot of good cells. I know Mom has said I lost the ability to walk again. I couldn't go to the bathroom, and I was fully potty trained beforehand. There were a lot of things that got messed up, and there are a lot of long-term effects from having to get the treatment through your whole body all the time. That I deal with still today, but even though it was a long time ago.
Wow. What are some of those that you deal with today?
I have many. It's also hard to know what is a side effect and what I would have had regardless, because I was so young when I was diagnosed. So I do still walk with kind of a limp if I've been walking for a long time. One of my legs gets really tired. I have a lot of
Motor skill.
Thank you. Issues. And I just am generally pretty weak. I have a pretty weak immune system. I get sick a lot, and I have autoimmune diseases, but whether that was the cancer or not, we don't really know. Yeah,
it's hard to tell, because you're so young in such a developmental stage of your life. Like, what is that and what is not? But I'm sure I can tell, like, with you guys that experience formed a really strong bond.
It did. It did.
Way.
Yeah, we have a different kind of relationship than most parents and children, and people sometimes kind of look at us funny or think that she's being disrespectful, but we've gone through so much. Although I'm a mom, and I disciplined her when she was a child because I didn't want her to be crazy when she got older, we have a different kind of connection, friendship that has to do with wellness. And so one of the things that you have been doing since we moved to Tennessee was going to
Camp Horizon.
So you talk about camp, and you love camp. So you want to do a little brief synopsis?
I can do a little brief synopsis. So Camp Horizon, I guess I can talk to you about it. The camera's making me nervous. Camp Horizon is a camp for children who have or have had cancer in their life. They have to have been treated in Tennessee. Even though I wasn't, the rules have kind of changed a little bit. And I am now a volunteer, so I am in charge of, I'm the coordinator of the counselors in training. So when you stop being a camper, but you're not quite ready to be a counselor yet, you go through a 3-year program in which you kind of adjust your mindset to be a helper. So counselors volunteer a week of their life. They don't get paid. They don't get any kind of compensation except for, giving back to their community. So I am really bad at this. I'm sorry.
You're doing great.
So why don't you tell us a quick
Thank you.
story about one of the campers or something
Yeah.
related to that?
So at camp, we do our best to give children the typical summer camp experience. So we have a lot of campers that have mobility aids or just general issues with mobility. So like we have golf carts. I've had one camper who is a little more unsteady. So you have to like walk with them and hold their hands. And we do archery and canoeing and field sports, and we sleep in cabins and all the fun stuff. So,
But there's also
Great
medical
yes.
personnel on staff.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, that's great. Thank you for sharing all this with us. It's something to help our community be aware that, one, there's a camp that people can go to, and just education on any type of cancer and treatments and things that people go through is always great signs that people can watch out for. So thank you so much, Katrina, for being here.
Thank you. All right. Well, up next, Purple Paws Pet of the Week.
This week's Pet of the Week is brought to us by Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Reliable obedience training for puppies and dogs of all ages.
This week's Pet of the Week comes to us from Rutherford County Cat Rescue. Meet Umbreon. She's a tuxedo beauty with a heart full of purrs and has perfect manners. She's playful, affectionate, and oh so photogenic, whether she's chasing toys, curling up for a cozy nap, or taking selfies with you. Umbreon brings just the right mix of spirit and sweetness, and she's ready to add a little meowgic to someone's forever home. Want a new BFF? Adopt today and let Umbreon steal your heart.
Umbreon is such a unique name.
It
I feel like
is.
to infinity, Umbreon. If you're interested in reaching out, or if you're interested in adopting Umbreon, reach out to Rutherford County Cat Rescue and make her a part of your family today. You can find this information in our links below, and also including links to Sit Means Sit dog training.
All right. Well, I'm sorry, it's you. I was all excited.
You're good. Hey, you're cutting me off.
Sorry.
I get to.
Sorry, you're gonna.
I get to welcome the guests now, Rachel. All right, we have Allie Stirewalt. Is that
Stirewalt.
Stirewalt? Okay, make sure. I want to sure I got it right. All right, camp counselor. You're friends with Katrina, who was just on here at near camp counselor at Camp Horizon, and also a cancer survivor. Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Allie. Yeah. So, what kind of cancer did you have?
I also had acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
You diagnosed around the same time?
Yes, 2 years old.
Yeah. Finished right before kindergarten.
Yes.
Sliding in with hair.
Yes.
Do you remember any of it yourself, or are you kind of like Katrina?
No, I guess bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Very vague.
You go through a lot. I feel like also like your mind and your body just kind of blocks it out anyways, because you do go
On
through
purpose.
a lot.
Yeah. Well, what does Camp Horizon mean to you? You can tell us a little bit more about it.
Yeah, so Camp Horizon is a special place. So it's where, like she said, cancer survivors and also their siblings can go. So they have an oncology week and a siblings week. So any of those kids can go. That's cool. You can volunteer if you are a cancer, well, anyone can volunteer actually. So you can just volunteer to go. So we grew up going to camp and now we volunteer, but also anyone can volunteer if you're in the area. So we need tons of volunteers. So please come out.
Do you have to
Check
have
out
a
the
medical
website.
background?
You do not. We definitely take it. And we appreciate it, but you do not have to have a background. But yeah, I think it's great for the kids because it's like they're 1 week out of the hospital. As long as the kids are healthy enough to go, you can go and enjoy it.
Let me ask about sibling week. Of course, sibling does not necessarily have to have cancer, but I guess that's right. Okay.
Yeah. So like my
making
sister
sure
could have
clear.
gone.
Yeah, and that just, I can imagine if you're going through that, if you're a young kid, like having your sibling there makes it a lot easier, especially getting away.
No. It's
Two
separate,
separate
weeks.
weeks.
2 separate weeks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, and let me explain really quick.
Okay.
So you have a sick child and then you have other children.
Gotcha.
So no matter how much you try to incorporate everybody, somebody feels left out.
Gotcha.
And not all camps do this. It's one of the things I really love about Camp Horizon is they have that separate week just for siblings so that they can hang out with people that went through the same experience. And it helps them overall in their life. That's
connect
my
with-
opinion.
Right,
anyway.
right.
Yeah,
So you
'cause-
can meet other kids like you.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So it's hard for the whole family in that situation, and everybody's going through different things. Everybody's story is completely different. So that makes sense that it would be nice to just be around other people that can relate to what you're going to. And I imagine sometimes you're a sibling, you can probably get kind of put to the wayside through that experience.
We don't, as parents, we don't mean to.
Don't mean to, but it's just
It happens.
There's only so much of you to give, right? And
Yeah.
so other kids can get together and go, "Hey, we're going through this," and you can feel better about the situation. It's really cool. I like that.
All right, so who can go?
Anyone. So we start at ages 5 and up, and as long as you're healthy enough, I believe it's oral chemo, and then so anyone 5 and up, cancer survivor or currently going through treatment.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. That's fantastic. So, how can our viewers donate to you guys?
We have a website that we will link below, and we have a Facebook and an Instagram.
So, you said you need counselors, right? So, we talked about donate, so we have all that
Donate
in the
money.
description. Yeah, you can donate
so
money, but
our CITs, they're 18 to 21. So those are our counselors in training, and then our counselors, they start at 21 and above.
gotcha. So, if you wanted to get involved that way, how would you do that? Who do you contact? Where do you go first?
Just our website, and then there will be an email, an application, and we will reach out to you.
Fantastic. That's awesome.
So do you have a favorite camp memory? Or something that stands out in your mind, either for yourself or one of your campers?
I think I have a favorite camp memory for my campers. I think growing up, there's a lot of mentorship. So like my oncologist, he still goes to camp. So I think you learn from a lot of the people around you. But then I think when you become a counselor, you get to teach those below you. So we try not to bring up the cancers to the patients, to the campers, unless they bring it up first.
Yeah.
But sometimes the kids don't understand their cancers because they're so young, right? But it's also a good learning opportunity for themselves. So one time I had these campers, they were 6 and 7 years old, and they were having a conversation amongst themselves. And one of them was like, they were asking the other camper, "Did you have chemo?" And the camper was like, "No, I just had cancer." But she still had her port in, and so she didn't understand it. And she was like, "Oh, but your port's still in." So the other camper was confused, and she was like, "Oh, but like I didn't have chemo." And so then I got to put the puzzle pieces together, and I was like, "Well, the port is what the chemo goes through, and we all had cancer." So it was kind of like connecting the pieces together, and they were like, "Oh, so we're the same," even though they had 2 different types of cancer. So, and they were like best friends throughout the week, but it was nice to help them understand what they went through. So it was it was a nice moment.
Well, that makes me wonder, so I guess some kids and parents and parenting and how they deal with things, maybe they were calling it something different besides chemo, where it's less scary or
Like
something.
just medicine.
Or medicine,
Right.
yeah. So it's not as scary that way, or doesn't sound as threatening.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
that's really,
Yeah, you
that's a good
teach
story.
kids to swallow pills with Tic Tacs and M&Ms.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have like different cancers. So one of them had like an eye cancer, and then the other one had like the blood cancer. So they would be like, "Why do you have to wear an eye patch?" But it's like nice to get them to understand like if someone's different, but it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
They're just different.
Well, and you get to see, like you said, they're different, but they get to see other people in their situation that may have leukemia, or they may have eye cancer, and then they may have not even known that type of cancer existed.
Right.
So they are learning those things, and that goes a long way as they get older and stuff, to understanding and helping more, and then coming back and hopefully being a counselor and doing more.
Yeah, it helps them interact with other children.
Yeah.
It's really good to see. Yeah.
I think, and you may not remember, but a lot of people don't necessarily, and maybe they're better now, but back in 2000, people would stare a lot. Katrina had no hair, a tube down her nose, and it was a lot. There were a lot of people that were staring. So I feel like, and I'm looking from the outside in, when kids go to camp, it's a level playing field.
They don't feel like they're the only one.
Yeah.
They're not
absolutely.
gawked at and made to feel different. Everybody there has gone through something similar in one way or another.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I can imagine that's just really hard, really
It
difficult.
is. For them too. So you are considered cured as well. And so you are in the medical field. You want to tell us about that real quick?
Yes. So currently I work as a educator for a hospital. I work for I'm in cardiac telemetry, and then I do a virtual monitoring unit as well. And then I'm in school hoping to be a genetic counselor one day.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
way above what my brain can, You're
Yeah,
doing
no,
amazing
I
things.
didn't even know all the words,
Yeah.
but yeah.
hopefully
Somebody
we'll
has
get
to know
there.
them. It doesn't have to be me.
What is that exactly? Explain that to me.
So currently right now, there's not a lot of genetic counseling programs.
Yeah.
So Vanderbilt is the only one in the state of Tennessee, so I hope to do that. So a lot of oncologists right now are doing the counseling. So I think, when we went through cancer, they tell you, here's the outlook for your cancer, and then here's the steps for treatment, and then here's the steps for survivorship. Like we go through a survivorship clinic, and then there's outreach. But that's what a genetic counselor would do. But they do it for fertility. They do it for prenatal testing. They do it for a bunch of other stuff, bunch of other diseases. And so that's what I would want to do. So take it away from, the doctors could do it as well, but they would have counselors just for that, for the families, to help the families understand not only what the disease is, but what the outlook is, and then what the treatment looks like.
That's
really
fantastic.
great. And, sometimes doctors can just be like, got my next patient, and not really have that strong bedside manner and to be able to talk to somebody separately.
And doctors are trained in medicine, and counselors and are trained in people, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well, Allie, thank you so much for being on here. For some
Thank you, guys.
You're a survivor and do great things. You're doing great things with the camp.
Thank you.
thanks for being here.
Appreciate it.
All right, to stop, don't scroll just yet. We'll be right back after this message.
Hey there! If you're a professional who's driven, passionate about what you do, and looking to connect with other like-minded individuals, we have the perfect place. Networking for awesome people is exactly what it sounds like. A local community built for awesome professionals who want to support each other, share insights, and create meaningful connections. We're here to build a network where everyone feels welcome and empowered. If that sounds like you, we'd love to have you join our community. Find the link below and let's connect you with more awesome people.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching this week. Thank our wonderful guests that we had on here, cancer survivors, helping out, doing great for the community with their Camp Horizon. So if you're interested in that, make sure you're checking out the links on how to get involved or how to go to it.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I post something every day about childhood cancer awareness, so it's go gold.
Well, next week we got more fun things coming up,
Yes.
more fun events, more great guests. So make sure that you're tuning in next week. And we have to thank our sponsors one more time.
Yes.
Superior Overhead Doors,
Valley Growers,
and for social media,
615 Insurance,
Achieve Entrepreneur Center,
𝗪𝗫𝗁𝗀 Wine Bar.
and 𝗪𝗵𝘁'𝘀 Dog Training. They're our pet sponsor for Purple Paw's Pet of the Week.
That's so great they do that.
And they do a great job, and they're really
We
really
appreciate
good.
them.
We do appreciate them. And then make sure that you watch replays.
Right.
If you think this episode was great, if you're interested in watching other replays, we have some really great guests.
And guest hosts.
And guest host. We
Right.
had some really great guest hosts. So you're tired of looking at us, you can go look at somebody else for a little while.
And when you are watching them, make sure you like and comment and share. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe.
And we have to thank our wonderful staff.
Yeah.
We have an amazing staff.
We do.
They make this all happen. So thank you guys for that.
We have a new staff member too. And of course, we want to thank 𝗪𝗫𝘀 for allowing us to use the space every week.
And from all of us here at Good Morning Murfreesboro, we wish you an amazing weekend.
All right, guys, if you're going to do it this weekend, do it in Murfreesboro.